What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today when I talk to you about GameStop, I want to go over some of the current data points, what shorts did, and why a lot of the data points are signaling for a breakout. So I'm going to go over all that, but first make sure to hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So GameStop on Friday did go up 0.85%. So piggybacking off of the broader market was rather optimistic because of PCE. So PCE, both on a month over month and year over year basis, came in lower than anticipated. So generally that is good. That equates to pretty much validation that there is going to be a 50 basis point cut for the November 7th meeting. So right now it does show a 53.3% likelihood of that occurring, and then that's followed by a potential another 25 basis point for the December 18th meeting. So 125 basis points potentially in 2024. That is huge for growth stocks, and that also kind of rolls over into this. So the fear and greed index right now is under the greed category. So people's appetite for risk is increasing. So all that does mean is that stocks in theory should continue to go up, and people will be a little bit more riskier with their kind of investments. So they will kind of gravitate towards more meme stocks. A lot of the same entities are shorting meme stocks. So as those meme stocks do go up, those entities who are shorting will have to mitigate risk, and they will be doing that by closing out some of their larger positions, such as GameStop. So this was more of a full circle, so hopefully you guys kind of stuck with me on there, but essentially, GameStop could have a very nice push higher. I have been monitoring this, so what money market big assets have been happening, rotations. So based on last week, there was this basically that was $120.8 billion that did go to money markets. So there's a little bit of fear in the broader market, but with the recent data that just came out on Friday, that is kind of validation that the market is ready to move higher. So essentially, I feel like there is going to be a rotation out of this $6.42 trillion back into the stock market. And this is basically a chart I've been bringing up. I have several different YouTube channels, so I've kind of referred to this, but when I talk on rotation, I'm talking on between 2020 and 2021. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people generally know what happened during that time period. Every stock, you can kind of throw a dart at anything and it went up. So similar nature might be happening in the foreseeable future. It won't happen overnight, but it would still be very, very good for stocks. So I want to get right into some of the data points. Shorts on Friday did increase 76,000 shares. 10.09% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 41.06 million shares. Cost per average is 0.99. So essentially, it's not the most heavily shorted stock, but like I said, I think there's a lot going on behind the scenes. So if stocks do continue to run up, they might be mitigating risk with GameStop. Again, that's kind of just my theory, of course. Options, very optimistic, 21 million in calls, 2.42 million in puts. When it did spike today between 10:10 and 10:15, there was one option, 1.4 million just within that kind of candle right there. 58% of all the options being done on Friday were optimistic and bullish. And basically with it closing at 22.50, it closed exactly on this strike price. So that does mean that and below are going to be considered in the money. So definitely going to be a very interesting Monday as market makers do cover a lot of those options. But some of the call options that were purchased, you do see a consensus for it to be back above that $25 range. Big money was really getting into GameStop on Friday based on the bid, the ask, and the selling price. So you can kind of see majority of them were buys. These are all the transactions on the secondary market above $100,000. And again, you can kind of take this with a grain of salt. Some people don't like to really look at technicals when it comes to like meme stocks, but I feel like there is some relevance. But with it at $22.48, it is trading between this pivot and this R1. So 21.88 is going to be the strong support. Flip side, 23.69 is going to be that next strong resistance / target. So kind of just take note of those going into next week. But the technicals on the actual chart itself, so it has been flirting for the greater part of the week with that 50-day moving average. There's plenty of stocks that have done the exact same thing, but this week they just broke the hell out. More notably is this right here. So NIO, in case you guys are not familiar with them, they were flirting with the 200-day moving average for around 2 weeks. Got a good piece of news because all this pent up caused the stochastic to somewhat reset for the most part, and then it gave it a nice free and clear run up. So in reality, that could and most likely will happen to GameStop this week, but we'll just have to wait and see. Stochastic, you do see it at 53, so neutral, not really overbought nor oversold, and retail hasn't really been doing all that much, so no real crazy swings or anything like that. So this is a very, very quick summary and of GameStop, why I feel based on the technicals and a lot of the other data points in coming in the next week, you could see a nice push higher. So let me know your thoughts on GameStop. Are you guys interested in me covering GameStop more frequently, or would you guys like to see just more squeeze stocks? So I did make a brand new channel. I think this has, was it 10 subscribers or 11 or something like that. Appreciate for those of you guys that did subscribe, but yeah, this is all about squeeze stocks. So yeah, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. One final thing, take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it. They give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. Take advantage of this. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.